Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for showing up for another video. Today is a wonderful day in the life of a stay-at-home mom of 2 under 2. Today is a Wednesday, so some fun things about our Wednesday is my husband comes home for lunch, so we have that to look forward to, and we have church in the evening. So for those of you who are not aware, my husband is the youth pastor at the church that we attend, so we get to experience the fun joys of youth group every single Wednesday night. So that is something the kids and I go with. So our Wednesdays are usually longer. So my son slept in till, he's saying hey. He slept in till a little after 8 today, and normally I'll let him take a little bit of a longer nap just because Wednesdays we're out of the house and we're at church, and him and my daughter get watched by somebody while we're at youth group, and then we usually get home later and the normal and all this kind of stuff. So I let them kind of nap a little bit longer, but those are the kind of two things that look a little bit different for us, it being a Wednesday. But this morning was amazing. It was so sweet. So we have been having a little bit of a harder time with both of our kids sleeping lately. Actually, Lainey's been on getting better. She's almost 9 months old, and she's finally getting into a routine of 5 out of the 7 nights sleeping through the night, which is glorious. And I praise Jesus for it all the time because she's not been as good of a sleeper as my son was, but that's okay. And my son is normally a wonderful sleeper, but he is going through some type of sleep regression. So he just wants to be held, he just wants to be in our bed. So some nights he ends up in our bed, sometimes just all the things. So he had a couple spurts of crying out last night, but they were before we went to bed. And then from the time that we went down until this morning, he didn't make a peep. So both the kids slept through the night. Trevor and I were able to just have a relaxing morning where we both were able to do our devotionals. I was able to make us pancakes, and I was able to start a load of laundry, just all the things. I already have dishes done. It's been such a nice morning. So all that to say, both the kids are dressed, the dog's in the kennel. We are ready to hit up a nice little drive. Something that really breaks up my day is if the kids and I get out of the house. Some days we don't, some days we do. And yesterday we went to the YMCA. A friend and I worked out together. My kids were able to go to what they call it, the kids club there. I'm new to the Y, so I'm unsure. The kids club, while I was able to work out and hang out with a friend for an hour and a half. And then today we are just going on a little drive. We are going to hit up Starbucks because our Starbucks is about 25 minutes away. So it's an hour of my time where it's just peaceful. The kids do well. I time it so it's Lainey's nap time, so she gets her first nap in the car. She sleeps amazing in the car. And Hudson I'll bring with just a couple little of his trucks and stuff like that he can kind of play with as we're driving. And I might bring a book with, try to read a little bit once we're there, depending how the kids are doing, and just enjoy a podcast, just enjoy some time in the car. So that is what we're up to today. Yeah, follow along as we continue this journey of stay-at-home mom life with 2 under 2. Okay, I wanted to have just like a short little book chat. So 2023 is the first year ever that I've set like a reading goal for myself. And that reading goal is 20 books. And to some people, like that doesn't seem like a lot. Like my husband has read like 50 books in a year or more. But to me, it was my year of 1, reading more, just being more intentional with it. 2, reading things that I enjoy, like it not being something where I just read a lot of books that I don't like, or look how cute you look. Or I'm just reading a bunch of books that I'm like learning from. Like that's great and all, but I want it to be a year where I'm like, I want to regain my love for learning again, and I want to read books that I enjoy. So I wanted to share a recommendation for those of you who need a good mystery thriller book. I just finished this book. It only took me about 2 days, and again, that's with like 2 kids, young, like all this stuff. Like it is possible to be a mom and to find the time to read. Like you just have to prioritize it. And like I still get the stuff done around the house. Like I don't just like sit and read all day, but you find those little pockets where you're able to, and like choose a book over your phone, you know? And that's like a lesson to myself. I Know Who You Are by Alice Feeney. Now, this is the first book I've read where I was like actually kind of scared. So if you're not somebody who likes thrillers or mysteries, like probably not your book, but the writing in this is phenomenal. Like I was so engaged in the book. Like I was feeling what the characters were feeling. I bawled at one chapter. Like my husband just looks over and is like, how are you liking your book? And I was like, and he comes over and I was just like, I can laugh thinking about it, but like I was actually like so feeling the weight of what these characters are feeling. There is definitely like some more mature themes, so take that into consideration depending how old you are if you're interested. But I Know Who You Are by Alice Feeney. I debated giving it, so when I was like halfway through I was like, Trevor, I feel like this is either gonna be a 5 out of 5 or a 1 out of 5 depending how this ends. And the end is weird, and I'm just like still shook, even though it's been like 2 days since I finished the book. I'm like telling all my friends, like, you need to read this book because I need people to talk to. Trevor was my like venting about the book as I was reading it and like outward processing, but I need someone who like has actually read this book. So if you read this book, like hit me up, let's talk about it, because it is so crazy. I never in a million years would have guessed how it played out. So read it. The one thing I like to do is every week or so think about something that hasn't been done in a while, like deep cleaning wise, and try to do it either when the kids are napping. I have Lainey in her car seat over here actually napping because she falls asleep in the car and is still chilling. So she's sleeping right there. Hudson is content, and so I thought I might as well do it now. So what I want to do is clean the fridge. Now we like clean things out as we go for the most part, but mainly like a good old wipe down because the shelves get crusty and gross, and just like reorganizing things that we know what we have, because it's so easy for my husband and I like put things in a drawer, like put the apples in a drawer, and then the week goes by and it's like, wait, we had apples, like I forgot. And so making sure I'm aware of what's there and that everything is like organized and clean. So let's do it. Also, this homemade healthy cookie dough recipe is fire. Like, I make it like once every week or every couple of weeks. It's so good. And it doesn't make like a ton of little cookie dough balls, so it's nice because you don't feel as though you're making like enough for like a whole batch of cookies or something. Okay, just one. Need help? There you go. Nope, move on. Hudson's newest favorite thing, we don't have a sensory table yet. I'm hoping he gets one for his birthday. Hey, is to play with his little dinosaurs in water. So, water does still get all over the place, but it's okay. We have a rag, and he puts his dinosaurs in and out of the water bowl. So, I am gonna do a little bit of work on my phone. I do the social media accounts for our church and our youth account for our church. So I gotta work on a couple little posts on my phone. Hey, lady. While the kiddos play. So I'm gonna sit here on the couch, watch them play, and get a little bit of work done. Is that a dinosaur book? Do you want to read it? Should we read it? Yeah. Okay. Come sit up here. Let's read it. How do dinosaurs say save?
Bye. Bye.
How does a dinosaur stay safe all day, whether at home or at school or at play? Does he climb up too high? While Trevor was here for lunch, but we had a wonderful lunch. It was just a little bit chaotic. Lainey and Hudson have both just been slightly, I was losing my patience. I'll just say it that way. So it wasn't the right time to bring out a camera because Lainey's been fussy, Hudson was fussy, but Hudson's down for a nap. Lainey will go down for a nap soon. So she's right now like playing and a little bit sad. So I gotta get her down. But Lainey, first I'm gonna clean up this playroom. So enjoy a satisfying time lapse. Hello. It is quite a bit later. This little girl is a little sad. Hey, look over here. Hey, look over here. Yeah. She just woke up from a nap. She slept on me for a while because I was chatting, as you can see in the memory clip, with my good friend Kat. She moved to Nashville a few months before we moved to Wisconsin. So we scheduled a little chat, which was really nice. Hi. And then I was trying to lay this one down to sleep so I could get some things done while Hudson is still napping, but she does not really want to sleep unless it's in my arms. So, wow. Wow. So, this is your little baby cuteness of the day. Can you say hi? Okay, I indeed did not get any laundry done. I chatted with my mom on the phone. It had been a couple of days and we basically talk every day. So she had some company the last couple of days, so we caught up. And this little guy slept. Can you say hi? Dinosaur. Also, any other moms out there who know, his cheeks get really red, and I don't know if it's eczema or if it's just like dry skin. But I would love any tips, like Vaseline, like what should I put on them? It's just really dry. Can you say I love you? What? Do you see books in the camera? Yeah. But we are going to head to church. So now is our time of packing diaper bag and just kind of our, everyone's upset. Let's get out of here. Let's get to church. I'll see you there. Okay, the kids and I are at church, but I feel like my last clip, I was just like, it was pretty chaotic and just both the kids we just all needed to leave. And so we got out of the house. I changed outfits, as you can see, but we are ready for a great night of youth group. It starts in like an hour and a half. So we like to get here a little bit early to hang with Trevor and help out and stuff like that. So it's gonna be a great night. Hudson, can you say hi? So it's 9 o'clock. It's that time of the night where everything is just kind of a mess. I got one kid down, the other one's having a little bit of screen time so that I can he's been kind of used to like a 9 or a 9:30, and he took a really, like an extra long nap this afternoon when I was chatting with my friend, and then my stomach kind of hurt, so I just kind of like let him sleep a little bit longer. So he took like an extra long nap, so I'm letting him stay up a little bit more. So I'm gonna let him kind of have a little bit of screen time watching Miss Rachel so I can clean up. My husband is still at church. He should be home probably within the half hour or so. It's usually somewhere between 9 and 10 or like 9 and 9:45. So I just need to pick up. We have socks on the floor. I have the car seat out. I have my fanny. I have my water, food, just all the things. So I'm gonna kind of get my life together a little bit here. So, and maybe eat something. I didn't eat dinner because my stomach hurt, and now I'm like so hungry. So the hair is up and we are ready to do a little bit of cleaning so that I can read and get to bed. Good night, everybody. Trevor is almost home. I had to have him stop at the store to pick up some baby food and some formula and all that kind of stuff since we're going out of town this weekend. And I realized I don't think we have enough to make it through tomorrow of either of those. So the reality of Wednesday nights after church is we are both very hungry and both very tired, and the kids are overly tired. So it is like 9:45. But Hudson is still awake. Hey, Maple. Our dog is clearly tired. And the reality is that my husband is picking up a Jack's Pizza from the store. and we're having a 10 p.m. dinner because we're both just like really hungry. So gotta get this one to bed, enjoy some snuggles, but one thing, I wanted to give one little hack. One thing I do, so when my kids share a room, so when my son wakes up from his nap for the day, usually around like 3, what I do is when I go and get him from his nap upstairs, I grab my daughter's PJs, my son's PJs, my daughter's outfit for tomorrow, my son's outfit for tomorrow. And then in the playroom, that's where we do most of their diaper changes throughout the day. I make 4 stacks. I make Lainey pajama, Hud pajama, Lainey next day outfit, Hudson next day outfit, and it makes it so slick. So then at night, as soon as we finish dinner, usually Lainey, we bring her right into the playroom, get her right in her outfit or her PJs. Hudson's not far after that. And then the next day when they come down, they're playing in the playroom or in the living room right away. I don't need to go upstairs to grab outfits and PJs and all that stuff. Like, we keep diapers up and down, we keep wipes up and down, we keep and then bring those PJs and outfits down. So that's just like my little hack, and I found that works so smoothly. But we were in a rush to go out for church, so I didn't do that, but I did that when I put Lainey down, as I brought down PJs and for Hudson since he was still awake, and then I brought down their outfits for tomorrow. Because in the playroom, I go to bed, it's all clean, and then I have both their little outfit stacks sitting there, so then the next day I don't have to think about it. I try to set out my outfit as well so that I just don't have to think about it. So that is that. But thank you so much for tuning into today's video. I really appreciate it. This is real life. Every day with having kids is different, and you just have to embrace that. And some days I have a really hard time when my plan doesn't go according to plan, and other days I'm more go with the flow and it doesn't affect me negatively as much. But it's a process. I'm still learning, and we're all learning together. So thanks for tuning into our, you just hit your head, our real life. Bye.